question? Or, you want me to go first?
You go first.
So I'm curious, what parts of the pipeline are you actually building? I mean, there's obviously a lot of medical imaging applications out there where I can look at, scans and 3D. Why can't those applications just move pretty seamlessly to VR? I mean, they have all the data. What are you guys doing differently, or what pieces of the pipeline are you building, and what pieces are you actually selling?
Right. I think for us, it's going to be, we work with existing systems. I think this is an evolution on existing systems. There's obviously incumbents, whether it's GE or Siemens or other big medical imaging companies that work in 3D technologies. I think that our advantage is our ability as a startup to nimbly move into this space and to explore multiple hardware and software solutions that aren't legacy-based, and give us an opportunity to not wait for 5 different department heads to get together and form a committee and figure out whether this is important and then what partners to pick. So we'd like to come up with an application that's not just sort of a dumb medical imaging terminal for viewing, but provides valuable clinical data and user data generated by the people working inside the platform.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I ask is I'm just worried you might get squeezed out because, you've got hardware makers who make the VR devices, you've got applications that already allow you to view in 3D, you've got capture devices that allow you to capture, and it almost feels like you're just trying to make it all work together, maybe almost as a system integrator or a consultant. Maybe it's a service-based model. I'm just questioning whether there's actual product here.
Yeah, and it's a
that a reasonable
valuable
question?
Absolutely valuable question. I think, through our experience knitting together the technologies that are required to take this DICOM data, the 3D point cloud data, extract it, clean it up, create an automated pipeline and an accurate pipeline, because in medicine it can't be 99% accurate, it has to be 99.995% accurate. Making that automated and then putting it in places outside of the clinical setting so that no matter where you are, you have access to this clinical expertise. Knitting that together, I think, is our biggest challenge, but also I think that's where our product is, and that's where the IP comes in, is creating that platform and putting value into that, because when you create a platform, you get an ecosystem, and with that, you get all kinds of verticals, an education and training application, client-facing application for doctors in clinical settings to educate patients. Those are sort of the dream of the platform for us, and that's why we're constructing it.
Yeah. So I noticed. So the scanners, like a CT scanner, puts out point cloud data. You were saying?
Yeah, DICOM data.
Okay, but you had data. How do you justify those two things together? Like, how do you get the point cloud to look like the 3D data that you were showing?
The CTO could probably speak better to that, and he's on the floor here today. But in broad strokes, we're using 3 different third-party softwares and a couple of custom algorithms to stitch them together. So there's medical softwares that extract the DICOM data. They basically make a mesh or a hard surface mesh that comes out into a Maya or a Lightwave, and then we can put it into an Unreal Engine for final texturing and look, and then that's just something we can dial in with our users.
I think we're out of time. Thank you very much, Rick.
Thanks, everybody.
Very cool.
Have a great show.